Hey guys, this is Angela from We Are Family Homeschoolers, and today's video is all about 4th grade curriculum choices for the 2022-2023 school year for my 9-year-old who will be turning 10, and according to the public school year, she would be a 3rd grader. But anyways, let me show you our choices. We have all subjects here. We have health and safety and language arts and math and my own units on farming and government and spelling, creepy crawlies by gather round. We have Bible, we have music theory and typing, and some readers. So let's get into it. Okay, let me start out by covering our family subjects. We have Creepy Crawlies by Gather Round, and this is a all subjects included unit study, all subjects except for math, and it covers 5 weeks of the school year. We are currently doing this 2 days a week with all of our children, all of our little kids, that is. I do have a video on this, so make sure you check that out. And then we are doing a health and safety unit by The Good and the Beautiful, covering all topics having to do with safety. And this is on my 3rd grade video that I've made this year, and it's also on my kindergarten video. So make sure you check that out. And this is the newer unit that comes with the student journals all put together. And then I also just recently made a video covering my farming and government units that I will be doing with my elementary age students, ages 9, 8, and 6. So make sure you check that short video out too. Okay, now we'll move on to the main subjects and electives. Okay, so my daughter who's going into 4th grade, I feel like I need to give a little bit of a backstory here. Our family had a very severe medical crisis that took up about 6 months of our year, and so we didn't get a whole lot of school done during that time. I will be making a video on homeschooling through crisis, but I felt like in January that we needed to switch curriculum. We were working on Math C. We ended up switching to The Good and the Beautiful. She tested into Math 1. She has not been struggling at all with it, but I just wanted to make sure she had a very strong foundation before we moved her on. So my daughter is actually more than halfway through the book, up on lesson 82, and she will be finishing this by November, and then she's going to be moving on to Teaching Textbooks 3, which we have already tried out, and she was able to whiz past the first 30 lessons, no problem. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not opposed to letting her do The Good and the Beautiful Math 2. I feel like that is more of a 3rd grade level, but I think she really wants to be independent and on the computer. So this is what the end of Math 1 looks like. It just really solidifies all those beginner skills, and has a lot of fun games in here and a lot of interesting pages. Keeps the kids engaged. I've noticed she's become a lot faster with her math since doing this course. She doesn't complain about it at all. There's lots of review in here. There's assessments at the end of every section. So like I said, she'll be done with this by November. It does come with a math manipulative box that has a clock on it. I also showed this in my 3rd grade video. It has a marker board. I threw in a marker. It has clocks for telling time. It has magnet tile shapes. It has dice, 1 to 6, and left and right, and coins, and these cute little boats that they actually play quite a few games with. So once we are finished with that, we are going to move right into Teaching Textbooks 3. And I have a CD-ROM set, and it comes with 4 discs. I believe she made it up to the 2nd disc last time we were trying this, before it got a little bit too hard for her. So she should be able to finish teaching textbooks 3 by the end of the year, and hopefully start teaching textbooks 4 over the summer. I will probably buy her a textbook to work in, and then she'll do all of her lessons on the computer. You can go right to teachingtextbooks.com and you can try any one of their math levels for free. You get the first 15 lessons for your trial. You can stream it online for, I think, about $55, or you can go ahead and buy the CDs for about $110, and that's what I do because I like to reuse them on all my kids. Okay, if you have watched my 3rd grade video, you will have seen an explanation of spelling you see. This is Book B, Part 2, Jack and Jill. I have a few students that struggle with reading, so this particular student does not struggle, but I thought we would all try the same thing. So you get the same rhyme 5 days a week. We read it a couple times, touch the words as you go, and then we're going to color in consonant chunks blue. This is teaching spelling through visual memory and not wordless. So then you'll have copy work and coloring in the chunks. At the end of the week, you'll do a 10-minute dictation, helping them if they need it. And then the beginning of the next week, you'll get a different rhyme. As you move on in the book, you'll add more colors. So now you're doing consonant chunks and your endings. Some more consonant chunking. Here are vowel chunks. And then the further you get up in the book, here you have vowel chunks and endings. The further you get on in the curriculum, you could be coloring 3 or 4 different things at the same time. Here you're coloring in bossy R chunks purple and consonant chunks blue. Again, there's copy work every day, and then you also come over here and you color in your chunks with your copy work as well. So you're doing that twice a day, working on that visual memory. Okay, if my daughter gets to the end of this book and we find out that she really doesn't struggle with spelling, then I'm not going to add any more spelling in. She'll just use the spelling that's in her language arts curriculum. Another thing that we have had that I want to finish up is Writing with Phonics Cursive by Abeka. We have been working on this for quite a while, on and off. I feel like we take a lot of breaks, but then again, we've had a really hard year. So she will get to words and simple sentences in the beginning, everything that she can sound out. When we are done with this, I believe we're just going to switch right over to The Good and the Beautiful, either book 3 or book 4. We'll have to see where she tests in, and that will be cursive sentences and such. So that's what her cursive looks like. Here is The Good and the Beautiful Handwriting Level 2 that she has been working on. This is not going to take her through this entire year because we've already been working on it. But if you want to get real picky about handwriting, you could use the spelling you see as handwriting and just, you know, make sure they erase it if it's not neat and try again. So this has words and it has sentences and lots of pictures to color and draw, keep them interested. Here's a poem for copy work. I have 2 children using The Good and the Beautiful handwriting right now, and they really love it. Here's another poem for copy work. Okay. Now, We switched over to the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts in January, and she tested into level 1. So this is what we are finishing up. She will actually be done by Christmas, and we'll go ahead and move into the next one. It does have spelling words in here and little paintings, which she loves. So there's plenty of spelling in here. So I feel like you don't have to add any unless your child struggles with spelling. There are picture studies in here. There was a unit on writing letters, and she wrote me a very lovely letter, which is on my refrigerator. They do start geography about halfway through. So that is what, this is not the old version level 1, but this is not the newest one. I did just buy the newest one for a younger daughter. But this one works just fine, and we love it. It comes with flashcards, which she has already mastered them all. She's mastered all the sight words. So basically, we're just working on reading fluency. Just making sure that she reads every day, and she goes through these quite easily. So sometimes I can sneak 2 lessons in on her, but... Alright, so along with that comes the level 1 reader and the flashcards, which I don't have to show you, but I did show flashcards in my 3rd grade video. So nice big words. They don't make the readers anymore to come with the newer versions of the language arts. So now you see the words are getting smaller. The new language arts comes with chapter books, and I'll show you those. So, okay. Here is the new language arts level 2. It no longer comes with readers or flashcards. It does come with reading booster C cards. So these are like your flashcards in a book. It has instructions. This is cardstock paper, and it will tell you exactly when to be working on these cards, which lessons they go with. You get a sticker for mastering the page. The Good and the Beautiful's language arts is above national standards, so I feel like they're short, gentle lessons, but you definitely get a really good education with them. Along with this course comes 2 chapter books, Molly and the Falcon and Wesley and the Wolves. And what's really neat about these chapter books is they come with a bookmark, but also this is a section the student reads, and this is a section that mom reads. So it's shared reading so that they don't get overwhelmed with too much reading. The chapters also cover certain phonics principles. So it'll tell you exactly when to be reading this in the course book. And Wesley and the Wolves is set up the same way. A student reading, parent reading, some black and white pictures. Very nice. I did get the optional My Third Nature reader just because it's beautiful. Also comes with a bookmark sewn in there. This goes along with the booster cards and follows along with phonics principles. Again, it'll tell you when this is recommended for reading. Full color pictures. Very beautiful. My daughter was actually kind of bummed that she has to wait until January to get into this one. Okay, and now the course book. The course book covers phonics, writing, reading, grammar and punctuation, spelling, literature, geography, and art. So you're actually covering quite a few subjects with this. Okay, there's the optional nature readers. There's a little items needed page. Table of contents, how to use the book, at a glance, how to use the Booster C cards, what all lever boosting cards cover, Booster A, Booster B, Booster C, some notes on spelling, and stop. Make sure your child can read these sentences and make sure they can do the first few booster cards in the booster book, and watch this little video before you start this course. If your child struggles on any of this, you need to work on that before you start the course. Okay, every unit starts with an overview, and you're automatically jumping into a fun page. You're going to cut these out and you're going to make words to climb the wall. Instructions are right here, what you do, what you say to your child. Everything is scripted for you. There's art study. I love how in level 2 they're getting you to actually talk about the painting and write about the painting. Helps children put what they're seeing into words. They do have a Letter Tiles app, which is free. It's on my phone, and your child can do some spelling work on there just for fun. Has spelling rules, geography, has oral narration, short story, sight words, overall a very beautiful course. I'm really excited to start using it. They do have dictation all along, dictating certain spelling words, dictating sentences. I usually send her up to the whiteboard and let her get out the markers and write what I'm saying on the board. Drawing lessons, subject of a sentence, poetry. I love these nature journal reading comprehension. This is new at this level. They don't have it in level 1. So you'll read some facts about a creature and then make sure they understood it. Some map work. More geography. Narration. Stories. And already into the sentence diagramming. Very cool. I love diagramming. Decoding practice. More diagramming. Creative writing corner. This is a character sketch. My imaginary town map. More decoding practice. Geography and paint study. Writing thank you notes. Spelling rules, geography, subject-verb agreement. The spelling of shun. Oh, this is cool. It even has a section, 10 tips for parents to help children understand special needs. Whether your child has special needs and is a different kind of learner, or maybe just understanding that there is a child they know, or maybe a sibling they know that has special needs. So, that's cool. Okay, artist study. If I were an artist, I would paint. Gives you a word box up here to choose from. So it's helping them write a little essay. Possessive nouns. More writing. nature journal, diagramming, decoding, another creative writing corner, syllable division rules, another beautiful painting, and they're going to write about it. Irregular past tense, a story, the ugly duckling, Venn diagram. All right, so beautiful, beautiful course. I plan on using the Good and the Beautiful language arts with my last 4 children. My first 3 didn't get a chance to use it, but I'm definitely going to stick with it now. Okay, elective number 1, I'm going to start my daughter out on the Good and Beautiful Typing 1. It has stickers for when you master a lesson. I did go ahead and buy a whole bunch more stickers at Hobby Lobby because I'm going to have multiple children using this course. So it talks to you about posture and hand position, parts of the keyboard, and this is lesson 1. So you basically just stick this in like a little easel, and this is lesson 1, and so you would read through it with your student, have them open up a Word document or something simple they can type on the computer with. And this is good for kids that need nature themes to stay calm, and maybe they don't like all the bells and whistles of a computer game. And so that's what this typing course is all about. They do get to sentences. And I do have all 3 typing books, so we'll just see how far she gets. Okay, elective number 2 is music theory. I've done this with my oldest son, and he loved it. It is grade 1, which doesn't matter. I am having my 9th grader and my 4th grader do this book together because they love to play the piano and they play by ear. And this is just an easy way to help them learn the notes and where they are and what all the symbols mean and how to count the rest and the beats and the time measurements. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a fun course. The last elective is Bible Level 2 from Christian Light. There are 5 of these light units, so 2 days a week gets you through the year. We do Family Bible together, but this is Bible stories and activity page. And I believe that my daughter will be able to read them with me. And she will be doing this along with her 3rd grade sister who struggles with reading. So we can learn Bible and we can also learn to read. So that is it for my upcoming 4th grader. I hope you enjoyed this video and found some things useful. Please like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.